Before I get into the video, I want to say a big thank you to everybody that subscribed from my first video. Thank you for all the support, all the comments, and just everything on that video. I didn't expect it to do that well at all. Thank you for supporting me this early, and I'm not gonna disappoint. Also, last thing, you can expect videos from me on this channel on Wednesdays. I don't know what time yet, but just Wednesdays. Let's get into the video. Yo guys, welcome to LuckyCatAuto. I'm Ethan, and in today's video, I'm going to be covering how I got pretty decent fitment out of my KBD Bodykit, and later in the video, I'm just going to be doing a simple oil change. So today's video was requested by PDX Lowlife. His comment's right here. So I just wanted to make a video for him on how to do this. So thank you for leaving the comment, and thank you for the support. So I actually put the body kit on by myself, so I'd kind of get into like how I did it, but first I'm gonna go over what you need. First off, you're gonna want to get some self tappers. So there are multiple types of self tappers, but I recommend getting some that are flat on the top. I'll go into why later on. And you don't need big boxes like that. You can also find these, but whenever I went to Harbor Freight, they didn't have these for some reason. I forgot where I got these. For the self tappers, you're also going to want an impact driver. This is going to help bolt them down easy. You know what it's for. Next up, you're definitely going to need some painter's tape if you're doing it alone, because it's going to be tricky. The body kit's going to want to move and flex and not really contort to the vehicle itself. Also, you're going to want some double-sided tape, and this will get that tasteful look of the body kit. Also, in my hand, you can see zip ties. Now, I'd rather bolt on the body kit, but there are parts where, like, if you're gonna drift it or you're afraid of hitting stuff, zip ties are what you're gonna want to put into certain parts of the body kit, so that if you do hit something, it's not gonna tear the body kit, it'll just tear these. Also, you're gonna want a marker that you can see on the body kit, and this is important mainly for the front and rear bumper. So my body kit is already on the car, so I can't really like show you exactly how I did it, but I'm just gonna talk you through it, okay? Okay, starting with the side skirt, like I said, I did it by myself. What you're gonna wanna do, you're gonna wanna open your door. Okay, whenever the door panel is open, just slide your side skirt onto it, and then you're going to want to shut the door. This will just suspend your side skirt, which will help you out when you're doing it by yourself. Okay, so whenever it's hanging, this is where the double-sided tape comes into play. This is 1/2 inch, but you can get thicker, and I think I'd recommend it. Just keep in mind that the top of the side skirt should be flush with the body line. Just make sure whenever you push it against the body of the car that it will not interfere with the door. Okay, so now that you have the front and the back taped, so you have 2 screw inserts. I didn't use the top one because the body kit doesn't go all the way over it, so I only use the bottom one. And like I said, this tape is coming off just probably because it's winter time and the tape didn't settle that great. Here in the back, you're gonna have to self tap through the car. You're going to have to take the wheel off to screw in right there, by the way. Open the door, and then you're gonna want to push your side skirt in. And then this is where flat self-tappers come into play. Don't use ones with a nut or a bolt or whatever on top, because it will clip your door. And I used 4 self-tapping screws, evenly spaced. Okay, to start with the front bumper, I had a slight issue just because I have a bash bar. So I actually did have to cut the top of this corner just a tad. Okay, thankfully I did have the original bumper bracket for the top. I did self-tap into it instead of using the original screws. All of mine were rusted, so I cut them flat, or flat for the most part. But you can see you have some wiggle room, so you can adjust it to fit the hood properly. So the front bumper was a back and forth process of taking it on and taking it off the car. Okay, so the painter's tape comes into play at this point specifically. What I would do is I would tape here and tape here around, so whenever the middle is bolted on, you can do a little mock-up. This corner might be pushed in a little. I did have to cut one of the corners. Is either this side or the other. Mainly just rounded it out so it fit better. Anyways, whenever you have it taped here, you can use both of your hands. You can slide one hand in the back and push this out so that it's flush and fit how you like it. And then you can get your other hand with the marker, and you'll have 2 mounting holes here and a 3rd one down here, but you can't use the 3rd one because the bumper does not go far enough down. So slide the marker in and just twist it through both of the bracket holes. So what I did was I got myself tappers and I just self-tapped through it, and then I used 2 zip ties here. They fit really tight within the hole that I drilled, which also keeps a really rigid bumper. Okay, so for this side of the bumper, you have holes here also for the wheel liner. Push the bumper in how I wanted. I did push up on it so that I also just got that flush line. I then used my self-tapper screws to drill through my bumper, and then I just zip tied it through the holes as well. I didn't get a clear hole through here. You might have to just cut the fender to pop in your little flare, but I'm not too worried about it right now. So I have 3 zip ties here and then 2 zip ties here. Okay, so the rear bumper is held in through 1 bracket on each side here, and then you also have your bash brace that the rear bumper is bolted onto. You're going to want to cut the holes out on the top of the bumper. You'll see where they need to go. That is where you will connect the bash brace to the rear bumper, and you can slide the rear bumper on. And the same thing, you're going to want to tape the rear bumper here on both sides, and you can get behind it here. You can fit your Sharpie down in there and mark where you need to drill your holes, and you can push it out if you need. This side does lean in a little bit, but I pushed it out as far as I could. And then you're going to take the rear bumper off and just drill through those holes and mount the brackets there for both sides, and then you can slide it back on and bolt everything up. Then when you have everything bolted up, push the bottom of the kit up so that it's flush with the body. If you want, you can put the double-sided tape here. Anyways, you're also going to need the wheel off for this. Whenever you're pushing up on the rear bumper and having it flush, just drill your holes. There's 2 mounting holes also for that wheel liner, here, one here, and then one here. And I just drilled the rear bumper and then used 2 zip ties on both sides. So for the tag lights, I just cut out the squares and then I kind of overcut them so I could fit my tag lights through. It doesn't look the best, but I didn't really see how anybody else did it. And then for the tag bolts, I did have to get some other ones because the ones I had were way too short to put my tag on. So okay, I'm not the best at explaining stuff, so I hope that you were able to get some sort of information off of that so that your body kit can fit as decent as mine is. I also have 1 foot by 5 foot gloss black wrap from Vivid Vinyl. I was gonna use this on my Honda Civic headlights, but I don't plan to do that now. So if I should wrap anything, let me know. Also, while this is on my mind, the little bell in my car, whenever you open the door and it goes ding, 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 that stopped working while I was at my tuner's. So if you know how to fix that, please let me know in the comments. Please, please, please. Okay, so for my oil change, I will be using Mobile Wind 10W30. I'm pretty sure this is what I used last time, and it should work fine. Down here to my right, we have quick jacks. Just like that, we have plenty of room up under the car. Okay, to start your oil change, just go ahead and remove your oil cap. Okay, next thing, get your drain pan, put it up under the engine. And for the RB20, your drain plug is a 14 millimeter. So right above the drain plug is your oil filter. up here. So I'm gonna take that off camera. Okay, now that it's drained and we have the old filter off, I'm gonna get the new oil and just wet this seal, and then I'll put this back on. So I actually took it off from up here, but now you can see we have the oil filter back on. So I have most of the oil in, but I'm gonna go ahead and lower it so we can make sure we get the right level. Hope you learned something from the video. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you again for watching up until this point, and I hope you have a good day. See ya.